Go. Unbelievable. On the day, it was Dev Anand's boot that had a slight differential to start with. And you really have to look at the factors that govern this game, Changa. Just the boots that started the whole story at the start. And then Navy just kept their engine on sufficiently to put pressure on CR. CR for that part, the skipper Luque trying to make some way. He did make a little bit of headway, but he just did not get that cohesive play that he wanted from his big boiler house 8 boils, Changa. And on the day, if your pack is being pushed up and pushed around, and they've been broken up front, the front row didn't have a very good day. It worked out. And Navy, look at the ratings, look at the fun they were having, look at the pressure that they were putting. Mubarak had a good day with the boot as well. And that last bit of magic from Pushpa Kumara. Everybody thought he had run out. He did run out, but the ball stayed in play. Navy took it after, because it was 12 all at the end of normal time, and they had to go to extra time, sudden death. Navy picked up the semi-final, and here we are today in the big semi-final, in the big final. Changa, did you expect CINFC to actually come second on the day?
No, I really didn't, Sean. I really didn't. To be honest, I really didn't. I missed the game. I was up here watching the Kandy Air Force game. Oh, that was a 20.3 lead to Kandy.
Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look just at that game. Can we have the game? Here are the highlights. You tell me about that game, because I wasn't here. You were. Tell me.
Yeah, absolutely. Kandy took a very comfortable lead, but Air Force came back very strongly, and the conversion that I think Sansoni missed right in front of the post made the difference. They would have drawn that at that stage, but if not to be, Kandy won by 4 points. As Salih Kumara, as bread and butter, 3 points. And
Kandy were leading for a very long time, and then as we were talking down in Colombo, we kept seeing the Air Force just quietly crawling up, breaking that lead down, and suddenly it was 21-27, and it was almost, had there been an extra 3 or 4 minutes and those conversions taken, it would have been curtains for Kandy.
Definitely curtains. And Radhika Hittarji, one of the ex-players, made the difference. He scored 2 tries within 10 minutes.
Well, that's it. I was told that the Kingswood lads playing for the Air Force certainly did make the difference, and it was in the end. Kandy scored a lot of tries at the start, but the second half belonged to the Air Force, and it could have easily gone Air Force's way. Unfortunately, a little lack of experience let them down. Simple things matter. Had Sansoni converted the penalty in front of the post, no less, it would have been sorted out, Changa.
Yeah, would have drawn the game at that stage. The 2 points really came when he missed the kick, and I made a comment and said, oh, this is going to cost them. And the beauty of it is, Sean, to the semi-finals, and today we had foreign referees.
Well, there you go. That's something that we have to understand. It's about the quality of the game in the middle. That has to be protected, and we want to say this right up front. I know on commentary we tend to get a little bit away from ourselves. We talk about things, but actually it's about the game and the continuity and the consistency, Changa. You know that, I know that. The game needs it, the players need it. It's the consistency and the quality of the refereeing. So the game flows and is wonderfully seen by everybody watching. That's the big story.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to be a conductor in the orchestra. Just let the game go and see that there is fair play in the contest, and then let the game go.
Music to the sound of my ears and all of that. Let's have a look at the team cards. Here we go. It's the Navy side. Swarna Tilaka and Hamza. There's a whole bunch, and you can see the Rajapaksa lads. Look at that. What a rare sight to see all that. Saranga, and of course the link man Dev Anand, Lakshan, Mitruan, Susanta, Malavana, Shehan, Eran the Virakudi, and Nuan Hettiarachi. So that's the big formation card. Now today for the Navy, this third row is going to play such a big role, because they have to try and close down the Kandy threes. If they can get to the breakdown point between the link man number 9 and the number 10, Fazil Maja and Salih Kumara, they can do some damage. Let's have a look at the Kandy side. The defending champions, Jehan, Warnapola, the other Swarna Tilaka, Senaka Bandara. There you go. Uday Kumar Aravind and Kasun De Silva, Sean Vijay Singha. Of course, Selvan being replaced. Veeraratna, Fazil Maja, Sheriff, Gayan Veeratna, Sanjeev Jayasinghe, the veteran now, Salya Kumara, Bhutika and Chamara Vithanage coming back after a long layoff. Team formation today. Kandy will expect to play the game up front. They'll try to dominate play. Their plan would be to try and dominate as much as possible. But I rather think the Navy is not going to allow Kandy the luxury of domination today. They're going to try and break them up at every given point. They're going to try and get to the breakdown points a little bit quicker and see if they can stall Kandy's progress. Kandy will have to try and muster as much thought and energy to try and get past the Navy defense line. The Navy defense line is going to be all over the park. Navy will be relentless. They will put pressure. They will put pressure at every given stage. But Kandy, the outstanding side, can Kandy maintain their dominance today? That is the biggest question on everybody's lips. Around Sri Lanka, around rugby pundits, around purists, around people who just watch the game. It's about Kandy. The crowd is chock-a-block. We've got a huge crowd in here. It looks like some of the, or at least all of the Navy are on one side. We've got Air Force lads as well up here. Good to see. And we've got a huge VVIP box. His Excellency the President is expected here, and so is the First Lady. You can see the crowd, absolutely outstanding. Come to watch good rugby today. Come to watch a confrontation like no other. There's the First Lady, and I dare say it, I've always said it, not as the First Lady today, but as a very concerned mother, hoping to see her children play some outstanding rugby. And what mother would not be proud to have 3 sons run out for their first team on the big cup final day? What mother wouldn't? It's a wonderful story. That's besides all of the stuff that will go in the middle. Here it is. Here's the big cup, the Clifford Cup, and there is a wonderful Caltex trophy as well for the player of the tournament. Beautiful silverware, and will be decided in the space of 90 minutes. Today's 90 minutes is about 6 minutes away, and then that will settle comfortably in a cupboard either in Kandy or at Navy.